From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. First carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, blows right over him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
1st and goal.
25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Room here to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A toss right to Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Moore. 79 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete to Logan Thomas. A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13. Broncos 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 40.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And it's...
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Burrow's pass.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
But it's 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
13-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Return up past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here comes Cobb. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They start the second half with Kamara. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Just golden on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Chiefs 28, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of 10.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And now running right through him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
No gain on the play.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Sean Williams. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From midfield now, Burrow. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Burrow's pass.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the Chiefs.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Burrow looking to pass. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Complete.
Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
29.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Desmond King.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Again, it's Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by... So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alvin Kamara, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 45, Broncos 29.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's second down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Got some room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Big gain on the play. But it's
on 3rd and 1, Burrow. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Burrow's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they will take a knee here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.